All right, Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Shai. That belongs to the apostle of the great millstone. Peace and salutation to y'all. Can push this truth throughout the four winds to you, brethren. All right, we're just going to this video, man. I entitled it "The 144,000 are superheroes with the weight of the world on their shoulders," and it comes with a lot of pressure. Okay. Because you think about that, when you think about this story as a whole, you have at the end of this journey, you have this to save the entire planet. The Lord put the spirit on 144,000 men, so we're basically holding this world up in its rightful. To what it's rightfully going to be, okay? Because it said there will be no flesh to be saved. You know what I'm saying? If the Lord didn't speed up time, there'd be no flesh left, okay? So by him doing that, it's men that was chosen that were basically going to have the weight of the world on their shoulders. These people don't really understand that the men of Yahweh Shem Shai is actually here for their betterment. All right, it's Matthew 22:14. It says, "For many are called, but few are chosen." The word, this is for called. It says, called, invited to a banquet, invited by the Most High, and the proclamation of the gospel. It was proclaimed in the gospel that he would have 144,000 men invited, okay? It says to obtain eternal salvation and the kingdom through Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. So through Yahweh Shai, his spirit that vine was going to run on 144,000 men, and they were going to keep this place alive, for lack of a better term, alive, okay? Called to the discharge of some office, divinely selected and appointed. Divinely selected and appointed. So they were called to be the saviors. They have their spirit. Yahweh Shai was the savior, and his spirit is on the elect man. So that spirit of saving is what we have on us. Okay? Now we go to chosen. It says picked out, chosen by the Most High to obtain salvation through Hamashiach. Okay? Christians are called chosen or elect of the Most High. You know, the Christians, that's Israelites, okay? It says the Messiah is called as appointed, called, elect, as appointed by the Most High to the most exalted office conceivable. So these men, through Yahweh Shai, will be put into a place to where nothing was higher than them but Yahweh Shai and Yahweh. That's special. That's very special. Okay? That is very special. And this happened before the world even began. Chosen from the beginning to save things in the end. It says most exalted office conceivable. It's no higher than Yahweh and Yahweh Shai than at 144,000. Okay? Choice, elect, the best of his kind or class, excellence, preeminent, applied to certain individual Christians. That's Israelite men. Certain, not every, but certain ones. That means they were chosen. Okay? That's special, bruh. This is Acts 1:6. It says, when they therefore were come together, They asked him. This is the first thing they asked Yahushua when he was resurrected. They asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? So we know the answer was no, because all these things had to come to pass. Okay, restore is to restore to its former state. Now, if you're restoring something to its former state, wouldn't you have, and it said to Israel, so if the kingdom belonged to Israel, wouldn't the men he raised up be leaders of Israel? How could you put any other nation in that? How could the elect have any other nation in it when it's time to restore the kingdom to Israel? You can't put no other nation of people in that, because it was appointed to them. All right? So this is the first thing they asked. But all things had to take place before it could be restored. That means this 144,000 men, they had to be reincarnated, put in their place, and basically hold everything down. All right? Now, these are things that comes with the weight of the world on your shoulder. You got 144,000 men spiritually holding up this entire planet. Okay? They're holding it up. And by holding this entire planet up with all the bullshit going on, you're going to get pressure. The weight or force that is produced when something presses or pushes against something else. We're holding up righteousness through Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. The darkness is trying to push it all the way down. Okay? And what we know is that it gets to the point to where, because you look on this side, it's power in numbers. If a grown man's playing tug of war, and he's strong as hell, and he's playing against 50 kids, those little kids are going to pull his ass over, no matter how strong he is. Okay? So it's power in numbers here. That's the mind frame of everybody else. Okay? Everybody else is, if everybody's going to church, that must be the thing to do, because everybody's doing it. Okay? But what we're doing is we're fighting against the pressure that's pushing down, and we're just holding it up. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're bringing out this truth. And that goes against what everybody else is doing. So they're trying to push us down, and we're holding up. They're really trying to push everything down. Okay? Not knowing. Because if they knew righteously, then they would do righteously. All right? But they don't know. You're out here to warn them. We give them warning, but they're still doing what they do regardless. So we're basically holding this place up from a lot of wickedness. Okay? The action of pressing or pushing against something, the weight of the air in the earth's atmosphere. Look at this full definition. A burden, was a burden of physical, mental distress. The constraint or circumstance, the weight of the socio-economic imposition. So, you feel that. You know what I'm saying? You feel it. You feel that pressure. Okay? If you can spiritually see the men of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, 144,000, our spirits are holding this place up. Okay? The heaviness. This is the definition for heaviness. Having great weight, difficult to lift or move. So that means it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle. Just look at the men of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua today. It's going to be a battle, a fight. You know? You're trying to hold everything up. Then you have obstacles in the world you have to go through and maneuver. Jobs, family situations. The whole time you're holding the world up, and it's like you're holding the world up, and it's heavy, and you look down to the side and you got ants biting y'all on your fucking legs, and they crawling up, they biting y'all on your neck. That's how it is. Those little things that come with the men holding it up, you get heaviness and you get pressure from that. But the thing you never do is you never take your hands from being up under holding everything up. Okay? Because that's not the spirit that was put on 144,000. Okay? Look at this. Having great weight, also characterized by mass or weight. How heavy is it? Having a height, specific gravity, having great weight in proportion to bulk, lead and gold or heavy metals. Lead and lead are heavy metals. Lead and gold are heavy metals. Okay? So what you have is, like, these men, they basically holding this place up. And this is more on the definition. I'm gonna go to, let me see. See, it says of an isotope having or being atoms of greater than normal mass for that element, heavy carbons. Let me see, let me read two. Difficult to bear, specifically causing or characterized by severe pain or suffering, a heavy sorrow. Holding this place up, that's what you get. Okay? Because if you think about it, man, you got 144,000 men and they're holding this place up, and you look down and you got ants, mosquitoes, and everything just biting you. That's the little problems. But the bigger problem is holding this place up, because you see all the wickedness. But those ants, when they get to biting you, and those mosquitoes getting to biting you, that shit hurt. But you know you can't take your mind off of holding up the world spiritually, and that's doing these works. Okay? That's why we're superheroes. We're able to maneuver through the little things because we know the ultimate job is holding that weight up. All right? It says 3 of weighty, important, serious, heavy consequences. So if we was to let let our hands down, now everybody falls and dies. Okay? Because Yahushua put that spirit on us. Okay, his spirit. You know it's heavy consequence. The men, the true men, 144,000, we know they're not going to do it because that's not how the story plays out. But this is just, you know what I'm saying? This is for edification's sake. Okay? But it's a heavy consequence. Characterized by depth or intensity, profound, a heavy silence, a borne down by something oppressive, burdened, returned with heavy spirit. Okay? You see that? Oppressive, burdened. And that's how it is, man. And this is basically what you have right here. It's just an individual picture, but what you have is this right here with 144,000 men with the weight of the world on their shoulders. That's why they're heroes. Okay? This is Isaiah 46:3. Hearken unto me, O house of Jacob, and all the remnant of the house of Israel, which are born by me from the belly, which are carried from the womb, and even to your old age, I am he, and even to hoary hairs will I carry you. I have made and I will bear, even I will carry and will deliver you. So we're in good hands. We don't really realize when we're holding this place up that Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua hands is basically holding us up. So it's no falling. So you have 144,000 holding it up, but they got themselves on their knee holding it up. But the whole time, Yahweh's hand is under us. We're in his hands. He's holding it up. So it's not going to fall. Okay? Because that's the power that comes from him. Okay? So this is 2 Corinthians. I'm going to start at 12 and 8. It says, "For this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me. And he said unto me, My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness." Check that out. My strength is made perfect in weakness. So these men are holding it up. They got shit, bugs and shit biting them. But that's when the Lord's power actually kicks in. Okay? It says, "Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities." Glory in my infirmities. I'm going to take this road and be happy when things look bad. That the power of Hamashiach may rest upon me, because he just said my power kicks in when you're weak. Okay? When you can't carry no more, I'm going to carry you and the situation. Okay? So, for I am, okay, it says, "Therefore I take pleasure in the infirmities, in reproaches, and necessities, and persecutions, and distress, for Hamashiach's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong. I am become a fool and glorying, yea, ye have compelled me, for I ought to have been commended of you. For in nothing am I behind the very chiefest apostles, though I be nothing." Okay? So, long story short, the Lord is going to carry us while he put the spirit of us to carry this world. Okay? He's carrying us. He made it to where I see my spirit on you. I see you're holding this place together. You know what I'm saying? My spirit was on you to do that. My spirit that I gave you confidence not to let one hand off. Okay? Because I chose you to be the elect. So this spirit that I put on you is not going to let you give in. Okay? I hope this is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Double honor to the apostle Nels, the great millstone. Peace and blessing to you, Ark and Christians, true throughout the four winds. Shalom.